When did getting bored in class turn into something horrifying? In high school, we had this boring substitute who never made us do anything, so we'd sit around for 40 minutes doing literally nothing. One day, I got tired of staring at my shoe and started playing this dumb game with the girl next to me. We'd write weird little notes in our notebooks and slide them to each other when the teacher wasn't looking. Not dramatic or flirty or anything, just stupid stuff to pass the time. It started with fake horoscopes like Pisces, you will get hit by a slow-moving bike, and Sagittarius, stop eating glue. Then we leveled up and started writing fake rumors about each other in third person like, word on the street is that she's secretly 48 years old, or he once fought a raccoon over a bagel and lost. We'd give each other mini-pop quizzes with questions like, what's your villain origin story? Or rank these cereals by murder potential. Once she asked me, if something haunted the school, where would it live? And I wrote, the third floor janitor closet, because it always smelled like bleach and failure. We kept the notes in a single notebook, passing it back and forth every time we had a class together. We'd doodle in the corners, rate each other's handwriting, cross out lines dramatically like we were writing a novel. It was just this weird little inside joke. By the end of the semester, the notebook was thick with dumb stories, fake rumors, and all our strange questions. On the last week of class, we said we should read through it one more time, just to see how insane it had gotten. So we stayed after school, sat in the hallway near the lockers, and went through every page together laughing like idiots. She had to leave a little early, so I kept flipping through it on my own just for fun. But around the end, I noticed a page we didn't write. It was crammed in between two of our entries. Same notebook, same pen, but the handwriting didn't look like either of ours. The question at the top said, what's behind the third locker from the left? Then under it, don't open it unless you want to know. I thought maybe she was just messing with me, so I texted her a picture of it. She replied instantly, I didn't write that. I flipped to the page before and after it, looking for clues, but nothing explained where that question came from. It wasn't folded or newer or anything, just there. So I walked over to the lockers. Third from the left was mine. I hadn't used it all year because no one actually used lockers anymore, but I still had the combo. I turned it slowly, opened it, and looked inside. Just a few papers, a crushed water bottle, and near the back, something small wedged into the corner, a piece of paper. It looked old, like it had been there for months. I pulled it out. The handwriting was the same as in the notebook. Same ink, same pressure, but the message just said, I told you not to open it. I dropped it immediately and stepped back. The hallway suddenly felt way too quiet. I called her and told her everything. She thought I was joking until I sent a photo of the locker and the note. Then she went silent. A few minutes later, she sent me a picture of a page from the notebook that I hadn't even gotten to yet. A fresh one, blank except for a single sentence written at the bottom. Why are you still reading this? I went to grab the notebook to check it myself. It wasn't where I left it. I looked around, checked my bag, checked the floor. Nothing. I walked back to the locker. It was closed again, but my combination didn't work anymore. I tried 3 times. Nothing. I looked at the row of lockers and felt cold. Every lock was spinning slowly. Not fast, just barely turning, like someone had touched them. I turned and walked out of the school without grabbing my bag. The next morning, I got a text from an unknown number. It just said, found your notebook, and attached was a photo of my face, taken from behind the locker door.